Well, you may have noticed the North Texas housing market is hot. A lot of you have seen it when your appraisal came in a couple of months ago. Amy Jordan, an assistant economist at the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas. And this is Economy 101, supply and demand. There is a lot of demand for housing, not much supply.
That's right. We're seeing that inventory across North Texas, both in Dallas and Fort Worth, is very low. 2.2 months of supply in October in both Dallas and Fort Worth. This is well below the 6-month threshold that we generally consider to be a balanced market.
Right, which means that there are a lot more buyers than there are out there who are sellers. A lot of sellers are being tempted, though, when they see what the next door neighbor's house is going for. But then you got to go find a new place to live. And once again, those prices are higher.
Absolutely. We're seeing higher prices and increasing prices across both Dallas and Fort Worth areas. Now, these high prices are here to stay, but some welcome news for home buyers is that despite these continued increases in prices, the pace of appreciation is going to continue to slow.
There's a kind of a double-edged sword, too, when you get that appraisal in the mail. Gosh, my house is worth a lot more than it was a year ago and 2 years ago. Gosh, my taxes are going up.
Yes, absolutely. And we're seeing that as house prices increase, cities across the Metroplex are taking advantage or trying to, get a share of that as well.
Right, which is kind of making up for the times when the housing price, for years, housing prices in Texas were just about flat, certainly in North Texas.
Right, and now the past few years we had been seeing double-digit increases in house prices, although that's starting to slow a little bit.
The Case-Shiller, which is a very respected index of where the prices are going, looked at North Texas. Prices year to year up about 8%, which is pretty astounding, which would put us number 4 behind a couple other markets, Denver, Seattle, and Portland, which are just pricing themselves out of the market. Relatively speaking, to some places like New York and San Francisco and Portland and Seattle, we're still pretty affordable.
Yes, absolutely. That's one of the things that we do continue to monitor is the affordability in North Texas, and we're not seeing that as a major concern right now. You mentioned, places like Portland and Seattle, and we have better affordability here in North Texas than those metro areas do.
Meantime, a lot of jobs coming in. Everybody's heard about the Toyota headquarters and 4,000 to 6,000 people moving up to Plano. Lots of other corporate relocations taking place here in North Texas because it is a pretty attractive place to locate a business.
Absolutely. And because of these planned corporate relocations and expansions, we're going to continue to see strong demand for housing across North Texas continue.
And traditionally what happens is when there's a high demand for houses, the builders go out and they start building more houses. We're not seeing that really happen and relieving the pressure here right now.
Not yet. So we have seen record high apartment construction, but single family housing construction remains below pre-recession peak levels. And the new homes that are being built are expensive relative to historical standards. That's due in part to a couple of factors. One is labor shortages in the DFW construction sector, low lot availability, and higher input costs. These are all driving up the costs for new homes. Which
makes it difficult for particularly first-time home buyers. A lot of young people coming out of college, they got that great job and they say, okay, it's time to do what mom and dad did, which is go out and buy a house. They can't afford to get into that entry-level house anymore.
Right, demand for entry-level homes remains strong, and we're seeing that inventory at the entry-level price point is actually much lower than overall about 1 month of supply in the entry-level homes.
Wow. If you're looking for $1 million home, you can find one. If you're looking for a $170,000 home, good luck.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you very much for adding a little perspective. And of course, depending on where interest rates go, that could change the market entirely as well. We don't know where that's headed, but thank you. We've got a link to the latest report from the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas on fox4news.com. Appreciate it.